Hey guys, Dogs Weight Loss and Critic Reviews here with another Critic review of a product. This is the Deebot 500, I think, series of the Ecovac robot vacuum. And without further ado, he's already in action here. And I'll let you know my personal review at the end of watching him do his work. So there's our little guy. I named him Winston. I'm blocking off this area of the house with my foot. See, it bumps. I can recognize that there's a barrier there and it goes around it. And so far I just have him in this little part of my hallway. He's done this part mostly, but he hasn't yet tried to go down the hallway where I've purposefully left some clumps of dog hair. He's been at it in this little space. No, we don't want you to go over there. Sorry, I'm not paying attention. For about a little over 5 minutes, and it does a pretty good job. That's my couch, and it noticed, okay, yeah, there's a barrier. You can go under a little bit, but then it kind of backs up and it's like, nope, let's try again. I named him Winston. I think I already said that, but I'll say it again. That's its docking station. It's got to have a really wide berth to dock. It comes on, obviously, those two little nodule things here. These guys, it has to come directly, exactly into that spot. So it's got to have enough space to kind of reverse and finagle its way in. And you can have it do the whole floor, which is what it's doing right now, just randomly. This is a little remote. So if you press the play button, it takes itself off of the charger and does just a random cleaning of the entire floor, as much as it can handle in a full charge. Then you've got this little button right here, it's a little house that takes it back home to charge, takes itself back home to charge. Sorry, I'm trying to multitask. Then you have this little button which does the perimeter of the house, which kind of makes sense, I guess, because as you can see in my house, even, you've got the little dust bunnies or the hair clumps, they tend to navigate themselves, I guess, toward the edges of the room because of the fan, maybe, the airflow, I'm not really sure. That's my guess. Anyway, so you can do that, the perimeter, and then you can do just a spot cleaning. It'll do a little spiral kind of technique. If you're anywhat familiar with architecture or art of any sort, you'll know Fibonacci's sequence. It's kind of in that kind of seashell shape, the spiral. Anyway, so he keeps coming back over here instead of going down the hallway, which is where I want him to go, which is why I'm blocking him off over here. He keeps wanting to go into the kitchen, and I don't want him to. For sake of this video, I want you to see his cleaning ability, or lack thereof, I guess. So this is him up close. It's about 3 inches tall. Okay, dogs, it's not about you today. And you see this little brushes spiraling, spinning around, touching all the debris and stuff like that. Okay, hi Scooby-Doo. Hi buddy. It's trying to get under the chair. Wait. Ooh. It's got two of those spinny brushes on the edges. You see them there, and then it's got one main spinning brush that goes kind of perpendicular to what those two were doing. I'm gonna block in here. Hey, buddy. Okay. So I figured I'm trying to show you guys how random it is that it moves. It's not a specific pattern it moves in. It just tries to get every inch of the floor. My dogs are thinking this is just really fun because I'm crouched down. I don't know if you can see all this. Yeah, look at that. Hi. Anyways, so it still hasn't gone down the hallway, which is kind of weird. Maybe he'll turn now. I wouldn't be upset if it went in that room either. That room has some stuff. It just wants this one spot. I don't know. So, maybe we could watch it all day. But, oh, hi Mitzi. Hello. Hi. I see you. I know you're excited because I'm on the floor. Okay, we'll get back up. Anyways, I've had it since Christmas. It was a Christmas gift from my parents. And it is now January 14th. So, almost a month. Do I recommend it? I have mixed feelings about it. Yes and no. It does help cut back on, just the daily vacuuming that I used to have to do with all the dog hair, It's really not as predictably good as I wanted it to be. If I do it every day, like you can actually have a schedule set for it, and I have mine set for 4:30 p.m. every day just to go off on its own and do its thing until it runs out of battery, and then it'll take itself back to its docking station. That tends to be the better way to do it, instead of just like, oh, the floor is dirty, we need to vacuum, because it seems to have a harder time from what I've seen or watched it do with the bigger jobs like that. Okay, I'm going to stop it up here now and see if it'll get over into the hallway. But if it's more like a routine thing, it tends to keep things cleaner longer. I don't know why it slowed down all of a sudden. It's kind of weird. But I don't want to vacuum, and it's been 4 weeks since I cleaned the floors vacuum, I don't recommend it as that type of tool. It's more of a routine, small job kind of thing, in my opinion. So let's see if he'll finally get this chunk here. Nope, he's going to go back that way. He does not want to be right here. That's what I keep wanting it to get. Hi, Chewy. Anyways, so I like it for the small jobs. I still have to get the vacuum out every once in a while just to do, nooks and crannies and stuff that it doesn't get, or like the tops of the baseboards where dust collects and stuff, because obviously it's sucking the floor, not the baseboards. And you can see, yes, it does get on the low-level kind of rugs and stuff. It does not like, or it will not work. It gets tangled if it has any kind of shag or fringe or things like that. So as long as it's that real short carpet kind of rug, it'll be fine. And he can get himself out of that, but it'll take him a second. Anyways, so that is my review on the Ecovac Deebot 500. The dogs are mostly used to it by now. They just kind of ignore it. And it bumps into him. Sometimes it freaks him out. We'll see. We'll watch maybe oh no, he moved. I was going to say, we'll watch it in action. Chewy getting scared. Anyways, that's my review. I hope that was helpful to some of you interested or thinking about purchasing that. It's good for small jobs. Sucking power. The suction power is, it's fine. It's not super powerful, but for the most part, it gets, most of the debris off the floor enough for me to go ahead and mop without, dragging chunks of hair and rocks and dirt and stuff like that everywhere. So we're still waiting for it to pick up all these little things too. It hasn't gotten there yet. Little pieces of dirt. It's been raining, so the dogs come in with like clods of dirt on their paws. Anyways, okay, third time I've said it now. That's my review. Have a lovely day and Godspeed. Bye.